Welcome to Hillsborough as your Tabor College Blue Jays are set to welcome the number 7th ranked team in the country in the Ottawa University Braves. Ottawa tied for first place in the KCAC with a 14-5 conference record and a 20-5 overall record, coached by Aaron Siebenthal. The Tabor College Blue Jays struggling this season. 2 wins inside of conference, 2-18, 4-19 overall. Coach Micah Ratzliff, the Tabor legend, is the head coach. And as you see there, the Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference standings is Ottawa, number 7 in the country, is tied with number 16 Oak Woo, both 14-5 inside of conference, and Tabor at the very bottom struggled, got off to a really slow start, and a couple of wins here in the past couple of weeks has boosted morale a little bit, looking for a huge upset tonight as they'll be taking on Ottawa. We'll get to the starting lineups real quick. First, for the visiting Braves. At guard, number 0, Jaquan Daniels, a 6'4" junior from Columbus, Georgia. At the other guard position is Matt Balday, a 6'1" guard from Olathe, Kansas. And then number 10, another guard, Ryan Haskins, a 5'10" senior from Osage City, Kansas. And number 31, Jackson Mallory, a 6'2" junior from Lawrence, Kansas, and the only forward in the starting lineup, number 35, Mason McDowell, the 6'7" junior from Paola, Kansas. And now for your Tabor College Blue Jays, starting at the forward position is number 0, Noah Brown. Noah is a 6'7" forward from Hollywood, Florida. Then Tyler Zinn, the 6'1" senior from Olathe, Kansas. And number 35, Leon Marsikic. Leon's a 6'7" sophomore from Serbia. Then Duncan Whitlock, the 6'1" guard from Topeka, Kansas. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Blue Jays is Tevin Berry, a 6'2" guard/forward from Newton, Kansas. We're going to take a short break as we have the national anthem, and we'll be right back with a little bit of analysis for tonight's contest. And we are back here in Hillsborough for the visiting Braves. Their leading scorer at 18.6 points per game is Darrow Bowie. He is not in the starting lineup, but he has played in all 24 games on the season. And in the starting lineup, probably their most important player all around is going to be Jaquan Daniels, coming in at a blip above 14 points a game. Also, their leading rebounder at 6.2. Also leads the team in block shots and steals. So very active on the defensive end. Really their tone setter on both sides of the ball. And for the Blue Jays, of course, it's going to be Tyler Zinn. Their leading scorer, the only scorer in double figures on the season at 19.7 points per contest. Also leads the team in assists, steals, second on the team in rebounds. And then the second player on the Blue Jays to watch is Noah Brown. Really been playing very well of late. Leads the team in rebounds and block shots. His length has been a problem for teams the past couple of weeks. He's really come on strong this season for the Blue Jays. As you see the Ottawa Braves starting lineup getting introduced here in Hillsboro. And again, Tabor looking for what would be a massive upset here in Hillsboro against the Ottawa Braves. And I'll turn it over to the PA announcer for the starting lineups for your Tabor College Blue Jays. As you see, your officials today is Chris Herman, Terry Savoy, and Vern Kistner doing the honors in this KCAC Conference matchup. Ottawa in their road black uniforms, gold stripes on the side. Tabor in their home gray uniforms, blue pinstripes on the side, as Noah Brown and Mason McDowell set for the tip-off. And Ottawa wins the tip, controlled by Matt Balday. He'll set up this Ottawa Braves offense. Tabor opens in their traditional man-to-man defense. Balday gets a screen from McDowell. Again, Tabor playing with a lot of confidence as Jaquan Daniels shoots a three from the corner. No good. Rebounded by Tevin Berry, and that's going to be huge for the Blue Jays to hit that defensive glass and not allow second chance opportunities. It's been an Achilles heel for the Blue Jays all season long. Leon Marks kick aggressively driving, hits Noah Brown for the 12-foot jumper. No good, off rim, rebounded by Ryan Haskins. Haskins gets the ball back from a pass from Jackson Mallory. Gives to McDowell up top, setting up the Braves offense. Here's Mallory in the right corner. Picks up his dribble, finds McDowell. Right corner three ball, no good, short. Tevin Berry's second consecutive rebound for the Blue Jays. 0-0, or a minute into the ball game. Duncan Whitlock, the senior from Topeka, aggressively drives to the basket, finds a wide open Leon Marks, a kick top of the key, three, no good, rebounded by Mallory. A good look there by the Blue Jays. Good setup right there by Duncan Whitlock. They got the look that they wanted, and a good steal by Whitlock. Blue Jays playing very well on defense to start the game. Almost stolen. Tyler Zinn left wing three, no good. And Ottawa with the rebound. Jaquan Haskins in transition, a little bit ambitious on that pass to Matt Balday, as another turnover for Ottawa, their second turnover in as many possessions. 8:32 left to go in our first half, and the score knotted at 0. Duncan Whitlock controlling the point. Interesting to see if they'll use Tyler Zinn off the ball on offense as he drives to the basket. Finds a cutting Whitlock. What a feed there by Tyler Zinn. Blue Jays jump to the early lead, 2-0. And Zinn, one of the conference and nation leaders in assists, and talk about assists. What a pass right there from Jaquan Daniels to Mason McDowell to tie the game at 2. Marsa kick in the post, a fadeaway jumper. Rims no good, rebounded by Jackson Mallory. He'll push in transition. Here comes Balde all the way to the basket, and Noah is tipped by Noah Brown. He does that so well. He protects the rim with his long wingspan. Tyler Zinn again to the basket. Oh, underneath, had a nice look at a layup, missed it. And in transition, you can see Ottawa likes to get out, and that's Haskins, misses the bunny. No good, still tied at 2. The pace is fast and furious, and we're locked at 2 points. A good look there by Noah Brown, finding a cutting Marsa kick. And Ottawa in transition, boy, they like to run the ball. They take the lead 4-2. On the layup there was Ryan Haskins. Tyler Zinn has done a successful job penetrating. Blue Jays just haven't been able to finish at the rim. Marsa kick, right wing three-pointer, hits nothing but nylon. Blue Jays retake the lead 5-4 at the 6:45 mark in the first half. Haskins off to the rim. No good, rebounded by Noah Brown. Blue Jays looking to set up their offense now. Tyler Zinn controlling the rock. And Balde aggressive on that, tried to steal it from Duncan Whitlock. Duncan protected it well. Marsa kick on a fire, a 3 from the top of the key. No good, rebounded by McDowell. Outlet to Jackson Mallory. Blue Jays control a 5-4 lead here early in the first half, and another good pass and a good block by Noah Brown. His second block of the game, throws it out of bounds. Braves maintain possession. It was a good find right there by Ryan Haskins to Balde, and Brown just great recovery on defense to swat that out of bounds. Got a number of substitutions coming into the ball game. The Ottawa Braves leading scorer Darryl Bowie as well as number 14 Kyle Patrick, who has the ball in the post. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebounded by Noah Brown, his 3rd of the contest. Tabor with a 5-4 lead against the number 7th ranked team in the country. Russ from the right wing, rims out, no good. 2 Ottawa Braves fight for the rebound. Mallory comes up with it. Haskins penetrates. They're going to get it to Bowie, who drives all the way to his basket. A good defensive play by Tyler Zinn, just ripping the ball away. He's going to push in transition. Doesn't have numbers, but he's going to force it up. No good. It's going to be taken away by number 5, Andre Jackson, who's just checked in the ball game. Jackson guarded by Noah Brown. Kyle Patrick set a screen. Jackson Mallory in the right corner. He's going to hit a 3, and Ottawa retakes the lead 7-5 on a 3-point basket by Jackson Mallory. Oh, a good feed by Whitlock. They're going to call a foul on Kyle Patrick. Noah Brown will go to the line to shoot 2. That was a good find by Whitlock, and you see Patrick got him with the body on that replay. Noah Brown, not a good free throw shooter, coming into the contest at 52% on the season, has an opportunity to tie the game here. Makes the first. And you see that good defensive rip right there by Tyler Zinn. Cognizant not to hit the body to strip the ball. Noah Brown hit the first free throw, looking to tie the game here with this one. A little bit strong. Ottawa leads 7-6. Mallory guarded by Zinn. Blue Jays staying there man-to-man. Checking into the contest is Joe Johnson, the 3rd for Ottawa. Jackson goes baseline, flings it to Bowie, gives it to Johnson, who gives to Mallory in the left corner. No good, and Noah Brown was his third block of the contest off an offensive rebound by Andre Jackson. And Joe Johnson's going to sink that three-point attempt from the right wing and extend the Ottawa Braves lead to 4, 10-6 in the early going. Gets a screen from Brown. Tevin Berry, no good on that one. Rebound fought for, and they're going to call a mutual possession. Arrow stays with the Blue Jays. Good fight for the rebound for the Blue Jays. Devin Rust didn't have position initially, but was able to fight his way in there. Tyler's in. He's going to be fouled by Andre Jackson in the left corner. That's going to be the second team foul on Ottawa. Tabor does not have any. And errant pass by Russ, stolen by Joe Johnson. He pushes in transition. They're going to give it to Bowie. Bowie drives aggressively. Going to give it in the corner to Patrick. Patrick short on three, rebounded by Montel Stewart. Tabor's done a good job for the most part on the defensive glass, eliminating second chance opportunities for the Braves, but they have not done a good job in the turnover department as Stewart's pass intercepted by Joe Johnson as Bowie forces a three from the right wing and hits it, extending the lead to 7, 13-6. Ottawa on a very quick 6-0 run. Tyler Zinn, third consecutive turnover for the Blue Jays as Zinn is ripped by Andre Jackson, and just like that, Ottawa's up 15-6. Blue Jays take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them. Be right back in 30 seconds.
What's up, Kansas? It's your buddy Dave, and there's only a handful of days, just a couple weeks, until the Smile Tour comes on Valentine's Day. That's right, February 14th, Hillsborough, Kansas, at Tabor College, all right? You don't want to miss out. Tickets are going like that, all right? So fast. What a perfect day. You can bring a date, bring a single person, just whoever it is on Valentine's Day. Let's celebrate the right way by smiling together and celebrating the Lord. It's going to be awesome. Come on out. Sawa Province heading your way. We'll see you soon, Kansas.
A very quick 8-0 run by the Ottawa University Braves extends their lead to 9, 15-6. Tabor very sloppy with the basketball in the last few possessions. They need a bucket. Ottawa, their matchup man-to-man defense. Stewart gives it into Rust. Rust aggressively goes against Patrick, kicks it out to Tevin Baird from the right wing. No good, a little bit strong. Rebounded by Patrick, gives it to Bowie. The Braves like to push in transition. Haskins gives to Patrick, gives it over to Bowie, takes a screen from Patrick, and an errant pass by the Braves is going to be a turnover. Blue Jays possession. Both teams have struggled relatively in the turnover department early on. Ottawa just shooting better from the field and capitalizing off those turnovers. This is the guy the Blue Jays need to get going. Tyler Zinn. Noah Brown misses the three from the right corner, no good. Patrick with the rebound, gives it to Bowie, who pushes in transition, finds Haskins from the left corner three, a little bit strong, and a rebound by Andre Jackson. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Foul's going to be on Tevin Berry. Andre Jackson, a 71% free throw shooter on the season, will go to the line to shoot two. Misses the first. In the early going, the Blue Jays did a good job with ball movement, getting open looks, but this Braves defense has forced a lot of turnovers in the last few minutes as Jackson, his second free throw, sinks it. Extends the lead to 10 and extends their run to 9-0. Tyler Zinn bringing the ball up the court. He's going to be guarded very closely by Joe Johnson. Devin Rust in the post. He's going to go with the left hand. No good. Rebounded by McDowell. He's going to give to Haskins, who pushes in transition, finds an open. Oh, and there's going to be a lot of contact and count the bucket. Going to the line for Ottawa will be Jaquan Daniels. Very strong take right there. Good find in transition by Ryan Haskins, the senior guard, to find a cutting Daniels. And again, the Blue Jays just are not getting back on defense in transition, and Ottawa is capitalizing in every way. 18-6 is our score with 11:43 to go in the first half. And Daniels with an opportunity to convert the three-point play the old-fashioned way does. Extends their lead to 13 and extends the run they've been on to 12. 12-0 run by Ottawa as Duncan Whitlock ends that run with a three-point up the right side. 19-9 is our score. Bowie quickly in transition, aggressively. No good. Luis Baez with the rebound for the Blue Jays. Tyler Zinn finds Stewart. He's going to have a floater, no good. Rebounded by Jaquan Daniels. And again, Ottawa running in transition. Daniels gives it to McDowell. McDowell finds a cutting Joe Johnson, who's going to finish at the rim. It's a very good passing team, this Ottawa Braves team. And they feed off each other. Good chemistry as Zinn drives in a crowd on Johnson. And Jaquan Daniels comes out with the rebound, the leading rebounder for Ottawa. Going to find Bowie in the right corner, off balance three, no good. Rebounded by Luis Baez. Tyler Zinn in transition, and he's going to take the contact, count the bucket, and they're going to call a foul on Mason McDowell. Tyler Zinn did a very good job right there, drawing the contact and finishing at the rim. Does that just as good as anybody in the conference going to the free throw line. He's an 82% free throw shooter on the season. Gets the lead back to 10 at the moment. Zinn sinks the free throw. Cuts the lead to 9 here, 21-12. Tyler Zinn gets a rest. It probably will be a short one in nature, as the offense traditionally on the season runs through Zinn. Blue Jays need a couple of stops defensively. They find McDowell in the post, double team. He finds a cutting Daniels. They're going to call a foul and again count the basket. And he'll go to the line again for his second opportunity for a three-point play. And I think they're going to call it. They're going to call it on. Not sure. They say Montel Stewart missing the free throw. The lead goes to 11. Devin Berry aggressively to the rim. A lot of contact there. McDowell with the rebound. And Ottawa pushing in transition. Balde at the rim, no good. Noah Brown has done a good job cleaning up the glass of the Blue Jay in the early going. Blue Jays trailing by 11, 23-12. Dangerous pass by Whitlock. Brown with a 17-foot jump shot. Rims no good. McDowell gets the rebound stripped away by McDowell, but McDowell strips it right away, and I believe they're going to call a mutual possession. The arrow's going to point to Ottawa. A good job right there by Duncan Whitlock snatching the ball away, but an equally good job by McDowell getting the ball back and tying it up. Elias Worth, the sophomore from Hillsborough, is going to check in for the first time for the Blue Jays. Leon Marsikic coming back in, giving Noah Brown a much-needed rest. Joe Johnson controlling the points of the Braves. Guarded closely by Elias Worth, known for his defensive prowess on the season. McDowell playing point forward right now. Jaquan Daniels has had a really solid first half. Going to pull up and rims out, no good. Rebounded by Marsikic, gives it to Whitlock. Whitlock pushing in transition. He's going to give it to Marsikic. Blue Jays. And a bad pass by Tevin Berry is going to be picked off by Joe Johnson. He's going to find Daniels in transition. He's going to miss the layup. Elias Worth is going to get the rebound. And the Blue Jays are going to be able to set up their offense again. A lot of turnovers is what have plagued the Blue Jays all season long. Tevin Berry almost walked with it there. Leon Marsikic glides to the rim, and he's able to hit the layup, cutting the lead back to 9. Haskins pushes in transition. Here's McDowell, top of the key, thought about a three. He's going to give it to Jaquan Daniels from the left wing. He's going to push it back out for Ottawa to start their defense. Good active hands right there by Marsikic. Deflects the ball out of bounds at the 8:48 mark here in the first half. And here we are, Ottawa, setting up their offense. Jackson Mallory going to take a double screen. He's going to give it to Jaquan Daniels for right wing three-pointer. Bingo. It's going to extend the lead back to 12-14 to 26. Blue Jays trailing. Jaquan Daniels on the season, a 33% three-point shooter. And he extends his lead. Luis Baez from the right wing thought about a three. Blue Jays not shooting well here in the first half. Just 15% from distance. And they turn the ball over once again, stolen by Haskins. Haskins gives it to McDowell, their point forward. He's going to pass it to Mallory. What a find and transition. He's their biggest guy on the team, but you wouldn't realize that from his awareness on the court right there. Elias Worth, he's going to take the contact, go to the rim, no good. Baez with the tip, no good. McDowell cleans the board again. Mallory going to push to Jaquan Daniels in transition. It's a 14-point lead, their biggest of the first half. McDowell, top of the key, three-pointer, not guarded easily, and that's drained. 31-14 is our score. Blue Jays reeling right now in the first half. Ottawa showing why they're tied for the lead in the conference and number 7 in the country. Tevin Berry, aggressively drives to the rim. A lot of contact. Takes it, makes the layup, and he cuts the bleeding momentarily as Ottawa pushes in transition. And a good defensive play. Oh, they're going to call a foul. It looked like Elias Worth had mutual possession, but a foul is going to be called. And they're going to call it on Tevin Berry. So they're going to call the foul on the body, not Elias Worth on the reach-in. As you see, it had mutual possession, but they're going to call Tevin Berry. And this lead has swollen to 15. 31-16, Ottawa leads. Jaquan Daniel takes the inbound pass from Bowie. And Bowie's going to set up this offense. Their leading scorer on the season. Mallory is going to shoot a three, top the key, and that's nothing but net. Ottawa shooting very well here lately. Tyler Zinn back in the ball game for the Blue Jays, and they're really going to need him to get going. And another turnover by the Blue Jays is going to give Ottawa possession again. Trailing by 18 now. Now Patrick from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Tyler Zinn, the Blue Jays' second leading scorer. And he's just going to push aggressively in transition, pushes it back out now as everybody on Ottawa's team was in the paint. Oh, good pass. Elias Worth in the left corner is going to shoot a three. Get a rattle in there. Cuts the lead back to 15. Good pass there by Tyler Zinn. Bowie going to give to Mallory. He's going to, good pass there, but a good steal on the defensive end by Noah Brown. He's played a solid game on that side. And a no-look pass by Zinn. Marsikic misses the bunny. It's going to be rebounded by Patrick. And again, Ottawa pushing in transition. Andre Jackson going to get stripped, but they're going to call a foul on Tevin Berry. And that draws the ire of the Blue Jays bench. And Coach Micah Ratliff gets off the bench. And I think they're going to call a bench warning on Micah Ratliff. I guess you can see he got it. He lost the ball, but afterwards, Tevin Berry got him on the body. and they're going to call a bench warning, which is Jackson gets the inbounds pass from Bowie. They're going to give to Jaquan Daniels shooting a three, no good. Rebounded by Elias Worth. The lead that was once swollen to 18 is now 15. The Blue Jays, with 5:22 left in the first half, just need to cut into this lead as number 13, Jaden Davis, misses that three-point attempt. And Mallory wide open in the right corner, hits another three-pointer, his third of the contest. And when Blue Jays just cannot get back in transition and people are just open all over the court, pushes the lead back to 18. Elias Worth is trying to set up this Blue Jay offense. Tyler Zinn calling for a clear out, and he's going to be guarded by 3 Braves. He's going to have a nice dish down to Leon Marsikic, who has 7 first-half points. Ottawa's done a really good job containing Zinn in the scoring content, and Bowie drives all the way to the rim. That was too easy. Finishes with the left hand. Zinn is just going to pull up from 30 feet. No good. Rebounded by Mallory, and the lead is now 18. Daniels is going to find in transition. Was looking for Andre Jackson. It's going to be a kickball violation against the Blue Jays. Ottawa's going to maintain possession with 4:22 left in our first half. The Blue Jays trailing by 18 points. Ottawa inbounding to under their own basket. They're going to find Jackson, who's going to find Haskins out. He's going to penetrate in. Loses the ball, but Andre Jackson's there to clean it up. Bowie got guarded by Montel Stewart. Is going to get a pick from Patrick. 6 on the shot clock. Bowie's going to force up a three. No good. Air ball. And a great defensive play there by the Blue Jays. And a great defensive possession right there. Almost a shot clock violation, forcing a 15-foot floater, and a good rebound and good defensive possession for the Blue Jays. Noah Brown wide open, top of the key, no good. Rebounded by Andre Jackson of the Braves. A good look there by the Blue Jays, and another good defensive play by Noah Brown, who continues to play good. A no-look pass to Montel Stewart in transition, and Tyler Zinn with his 4th assist of the first half. Montel Stewart's first points. Cuts the lead to 16. Patrick going to force up a three, top of the key, no good. Rebounded by Stewart. 3-12. Zinn, a lot of I think they're going to call mutual possession. Yeah, it's the right call right there. It's going to stay here on this end with the Blue Jays. Zinn forced his way in the lane, and a good play there by Ottawa to force the jump ball. Marsikic receives the inbound pass by Zinn and gives it to Stewart in the corner. Finds Jaden Davis. Oh, what a good pass. I think it's going to call a blocking foul. Good pass by Jaden Davis on the pick and roll, finding the cutting Leon Marsikic. They'll go to the line to shoot 2. Marsikic on the season is 12 of 32 from the line, and that is good enough for 38% from the charity stripe. See if he can increase that season average. You know what's interesting? You don't usually see a player who is almost shooting a better percentage from behind the arc than they are at the free throw line. Marsikic, not a bad three-point shooter, but he does struggle at the free throw line. But he's had a solid first half tonight, has 7 points, and he sinks the first free throw. Marsikic has already exceeded his season average of 6.5 points per game. He is now at 8, and he's boosted his free throw percentage on the season. And misses the first. Beg your pardon, misses the second. Lead is back to 15 points, 39-24 Ottawa. Looking to extend that lead. Haskins here with the controlling the rock, doing that 3-man weave. Bowie gives it back to Haskins, guarded by Whitlock. Andre Jackson in the post. Guarded by Noah Brown. Joe Johnson with the 15-footer, and he gets at the rim in. Good ball movement by the Ottawa Braves in that offensive possession. Montel Stewart gives it to Whitlock. Whitlock already has had 1 3 here in the first half. Stewart, good pump fake with the floater. Good, rattles it in there for his second field goal of the game. 41-26 is our score, back to a 15-point lead. And again, Ottawa aggressively pushing in transition. And again, drawing the ire of Coach Micah Rashliff in the Blue Jay bench, a call they don't like. They're going to call a blocking foul, and they're going to count the basket. Oh, it looked like Whitlock was there in plenty of time to draw the charge. But again, our vantage point isn't always accurate. Probably a good call by the official. 43-26 is our score. And they're going to call a moving screen on Leon Marsikic. And I think Tyler Zinn got hit in the eye. A lot of contact right there. Another turnover by the Blue Jays. Just under 2 minutes here in the first half. Blue Jays trailing by 17, 43-26. Darryl Bowie controlling the rock, guarded closely by Montel Stewart. Haskins stopped the key three-pointer. No good, strong. And man, Noah Brown is a really solid piece for this Blue Jay team. And Zinn forcing it up. No good, he can't hit that. And in transition, Patrick going to shoot a 3 in and out. Rebound volleyed around, controlled by Ottawa, and a good find by Bowie. He's going to find Matt Balday under the basket. He's going to be able to finish and extends the lead to 19. Matches the high in the game. Stewart in transition has the floater rim out. And the ball tipped around. Kyle Patrick able to volley it back to his teammate. Joe Johnson forcing a 27-foot three-point attempt. No good. Rebounded by Noah Brown, his 8th rebound of the first half. 45 seconds on a turning first half clock. Montel Stewart drives baseline. He's going to try to get it back out to Marsikic, but a good defensive play by Kyle Patrick to force the steal. And Bowie very quickly in transition, athletic play. A good rebound by Montel Stewart. And the Blue Jays could theoretically hold for the last shot, but Montel Stewart's going to get ripped by the Ottawa Brave defender, and he's going to outlet it to Bowie. I would like to see how many transition points Ottawa's had in this first half. They had made a living pushing the ball in transition. The shot clock is off. Tyler Zinn has the ball. 8 seconds to go. He's going to be guarded by Matt Balday. Zinn, he's going to force his way into the paint, falls on the ground, and he's going to be teed up with 1.3 seconds left. Tyler Zinn thought he was fouled as he drove aggressively right here. And he slapped the ground, and that drew the attention of the officials, who teed him up with 1.3 seconds to go in the first half. Going to the line to shoot free throws will be Darryl Bowie, on the season an 81% shooter. Misses the first. This one would extend the Braves' lead to 20 points. And he sinks it 48-28 with 1.3 seconds to go in our first half. McDowell is going to inbounds the ball to Bowie, who's just going to catch a three-quarter court and hoist it. And that will be our score going into halftime. 48-28. Ottawa absolutely controlling the first half. And that will be halftime here in Hillsboro. We'll be back in a few minutes with a little bit of analysis, but we're going to take a short break here.
Create an estate plan that values what you value. The Biblical
What's up,
Estate
Kansas?
Design
It's your buddy
Service from
Dave,
Henry
and
Foundation
there's only a
is
handful of
will
days, just a
planning
couple
service that
weeks
brings your
until
faith
the
into
Smile Tour
process of
comes
preparing
on
a
Valentine's Day. That's right, February 14th, Hillsboro, Kansas, at Tabor College. All right, you don't want to miss out. Tickets are going like that, all right? So fast. What a perfect day. You can bring a date, bring a single person, just whoever it is on Valentine's Day. Let's celebrate the...
And also the winner tonight is Carrie Frozy. Carrie Frozy, come on down, collect your ticket. Carrie Frozy, Brad Marshall, Kay Carlson, and Hannah Dick. display in the lobby showing what the bleachers will look like. They are 80% of the way to needed funds. We need your help to cross the finish line. Please stop by the display booth, pick up a pledge card, drop off a check, or ask questions. Tabor College would like to thank you very much for your support. Stop by John James on game days between 7 and 11 p.m. They are seeking runners to a wide range of drinks, including lattes, blended creations, flavored lemonade, hot chocolate, and teas. Regular hours are Sunday through Thursday from 8 to 11 p.m. Be sure to stop by the J Shop and pick up your Tabor gear tonight.
What's up, Kansas? It's your buddy Dave, and there's only a handful of days, just a couple weeks, until the Smile Tour comes on Valentine's Day. That's right, February 14th, Hillsborough, Kansas, at Tabor College, all right? You don't want to miss out. Tickets are going like that, all right? So fast. What a perfect day. You can bring a date, bring a single person, just whoever it is on Valentine's Day. Let's celebrate the right way by smiling together and celebrating the Lord. It's going to be awesome. Come on out. Sawa Province heading your way. We'll see you soon, Kansas.
We are back here in Hillsborough, where the Tabor College Blue Jays trailing by 20 points, 48-28 to the number 7 team in the country, the Ottawa University Braves. Couple of statistics for the first half. Ottawa had a pair in double digits, if you see some first half highlights. Jackson Mallory had 11 points, and Darryl Bowie, their leading scorer, had 10. Jackson Mallory on the season just averaging 5 points per game, so he's doubled his season average in the first half. As you see a couple of highlights here from the Blue Jays. Leading scorer for the Blue Jays, Leon Marskake, averaging 6 points per game, so he's already matched his season total in the first half. Tyler Zinn, almost averaging 20 on the season, had 5 points in the first half, also had 5 assists. And he had a solid assist-to-turnover ratio, 5 assists just to 2 turnovers. And we are underway in the second half. Jackson Mallory, the leading scorer in the game, controls the rock for Ottawa. McDowell in the post, guarded by Marsikic. Spin move. Another block by Brown into the hands of Mallory, and he misses the bunny. So Blue Jays get a stop on their first possession in the second half. Devin Berry aggressively drives to the rim, surrounded by a host of Ottawa Braves, and Blue Jays able to get it back out to Tyler Zinn. Set up the offense again. Zinn, he's going to kick it. Tevin Berry, an NBA range three-pointer nylon. And that's a good sight to see from Tevin Berry, the second Blue Jay leading scorer of the season, averaging 8.1 points a game. The Blue Jays get a turnover. Tyler's in transition. He's going to find Tevin Berry. He's going to stop and pop another three-pointer, a little bit strong. Rebounded by McDowell. Strong rebound over Marsikic. Jackson Mallory looking in transition. Finds Haskins in the right corner. Short on three-pointer. Rebounded by Tevin Berry. Good action here from the Blue Jays senior. Zinn double team. Passing out of it to Marsikic. Duncan Whitlock, right corner three. Thought about it. Good, strong move. Finds Brown, and he's going to take a blocking foul from Haskins. Haskins looked like he was in decent position, but a lot of contact there. Might have been in the stripe, and Noah Brown is down, and that's not a good sight to see if you're a Blue Jay fan. He's their best defender and rebounder. And right foot, and he was moving there. So good call by the official. Brown has 4 blocked shots in the contest. Also has a steal, so this would be a big loss for the Blue Jays, not only for the rest of the game, but for the foreseeable future if it's anything significant. Was holding his wrist, now he's holding his ribs, so just a lot of contact there. He'll come off, so I think the Ottawa's gonna be able to pick a shooter. Coach Siebenthal. I think they're going to go look to the stat sheet to see who the worst free throw shooter is on this Tabor squad, and they're going to choose Duncan Whitlock. Duncan, a 39% free throw shooter on the season. We'll go to the line to shoot 2 in place of Noah Brown. Short on the first.
Walk out! Walk out! Hey, stagger!
Devin Russ checks into the ball game for Noah Brown. Whitlock strong in the second. So a good choice by Coach Siebenthal and his staff. Blue Jays miss post. Blue Jays energized to start the second half on the defensive side of things. McDowell forcing his way into the lane. Good pass to Haskins from right corner. Sinks that three-pointer just right in the place where he missed it a few possessions ago. Extends the lead back out to 20. Tyler's in a good pass to Russ. Russ finds Marks, gets cocked, but the key, his second three-point attempt and his 11th point. Good pass by Russ out of the high post. Haskins drives aggressively, gives it to Jaquan Daniels. Haskins pump fake, left wing three-pointer, and he sinks it. His second consecutive three-point attempt, the senior guard from Osage City, Kansas. Tyler's in. No-look pass right into the Blue Jay bench, another turnover. Blue Jays had 10 turnovers in the first half. Ottawa had just 5. And it seemed like all 5 of those turnovers came in the first 5 minutes for the Ottawa Braves. McDowell running point forward right now. He had a couple of good looks in the first half. Haskins forces his way into the lane, gets Jackson Mallory top the key. He's going to force his way. He's going to get hit on the head, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Tyler Zinn came over the top, hit him on the head. Mallory will go to the line, where he shoots just 63%. As a squad, this is one of the better free throw shooting teams in the nation. They shoot it at a 76% clip as Mallory rattles the first one in there. Extends the lead to 21, and misses the second one. 55-34 is our score on a turning second half clock. Tyler Zinn controls the rock. Devin Berry's already hit a 3 here in the second half, as well as Leon Marskick. Berry is going to force his way into the lane and draw a foul. The 3rd team foul on Ottawa. As you see, they're going to call Jackson Mallory with the contact. Duncan Whitlock. He's going to drive into the lane. He's going to have a lot of contact from McDowell, and he's going to knock the ball around. Mallory is going to force in transition to Balday. He's going to give to Haskins a left wing three-point attempt, a little bit strong. Balday skies the rebound, and Haskins drives his way into the lane. The shortest guy on the court aggressively drives it in there, floats it in for his 8th point of this second half, and extending the Braves' lead to 23. Duncan Whitlock finds Russ. Pump fakes in the lane. No good. He gets his rebound back. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds by the Braves. And Tabor's going to maintain possession. Good pass by Whitlock and a good pump fake by Russ. Just wasn't able to hit the bunny. Blue Jays fortunate to keep possession. Tyler Zinn inbounding to Marsikic, who gives it back to Tyler Zinn, forcing a three from the left wing, no good. And again, the Braves in transition where they work so efficiently. Mallory's going to kick it out to Balday. I beg your pardon. Now it's Andre Jackson who's checked in the ball game for the Braves. Mallory guarded by Whitlock, driving into the lane, kicking it out. For the three-pointer attempt, no good. And rebounded by Tevin Berry. On the three-pointer attempt, that was Kyle Patrick. Berry. And Whitlock driving aggressively in the paint. Tevin Berry looking for a second three-pointer of the second half. Drains it. Cuts the lead to 20. Mallory's going to find Balday in the right corner. Mallory has done a great job not only scoring but facilitating this offense. It's a great pass from Kyle Patrick to a cutting Jackson. Mallory forces the lead back up to 22. A timeout on the court. We're going to take a timeout with them. Be back in 30 seconds.
Think about how good it feels when people really get you. Like the friends who come over when a big game is on, the neighbors next door who always bring your favorite buffalo dip, your in-laws who know you need silence during the clutch plays, and everyone who knows about your special post-win fist bump. It's kind of like having a State Farm agent like Paul Brooks. Paul is here to get to know you and understand your life, so he can help make it easy for you to protect what's important. Get an agent that gets you and your fist bumps. Call State Farm agent Paul Brooks in Wichita at 316-721-8181.
Back here in Hillsboro, Blue Jays have possession, trailing by 22 points. Ottawa still in their man-to-man defense. A foul is going to be called on number 13, Joe Johnson, on the push. Duncan Whitlock, guarded by Daryl Bowie, who had 10 first half points. Double teamed is Whitlock. Finds Tevin Berry looking for his third three-pointer in the second half. Rebounded by Noah Brown, who's back in the ball game. That's good to see if you're a Blue Jay fan. Ball tipped around, volleyed around, and Andre Jackson, and of course, a pushing in transition. And Bowie, the acrobatic finish, falling down, extends the lead to 24. It is something to see this Ottawa Braves team get out in transition. They love to run, and they do it very effectively. Montel Stewart, nice little floater for his 6 points of the contest. First two of the second half for Montel Stewart. Bowie. Joe Johnson thought about a deep three, drives in the paint. Good active hands by Duncan Whitlock, but the ball finally corralled by Matt Balday. Good defensive positioning by Luis Baez. Able to steal that pass. Blue Jays trailing by 22. Setting up their offense, Montel Stewart looking for some type of action. Nobody coming to him. Finally, Noah Brown gets it. Duncan Whitlock in the left corner gives it back to Stewart. Calls for a high ball screen. Forces away in the lane. Whitlock, a left corner three ball, a little bit short. And tipped around, and it is Ottawa in transition. Bowie gonna force it. No good. Blue Jays looking to push in transition. Stewart pushes it back out. Guarded by Patrick. Stewart in the left corner. And he's going to miss the three-point attempt. Whitlock tipped the ball. Rebound to Noah Brown. He's going to be stripped by Joe Johnson. And Johnson going to give it to Bowie in transition. This Ottawa team again in transition. Gotta think that over half their total points have come from fast break points as Tevin Berry forces his way into the lane and not able to hit the runner. Joe Johnson is going to try to have an entry pass to Kyle Patrick. They're going to call an offensive foul on Patrick. Checking into the ball game for the Braves is Jaquan Daniels. Been quiet here in the second half, but they don't necessarily need him to do much with their lead at 24. Noah Brown is going to have a cross-court pass to Jaden Davis, who's just checked in for the Blue Jays. Good entry pass to Luis Baez. Going to be hacked by Kyle Patrick. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Baez, a 66% free throw shooter on the season, will have a chance to shoot 2. That's now 5 team fouls for Ottawa in the second half to just 1 for Tabor. Lou able to sink the first free throw. As a substitution coming in, Kyle Patrick, who picked up 2 quick fouls in a short amount of time. Checking in is number 11, Lucas Zeman. Baez is able to hit both. 63-41 is our score. Ottawa setting up their motion offense. Johnson aggressively driving to the lane, kicks it back out. Jaquan Daniels looking for a screen from Zeman. And Bowie freelancing his way into the lane. Stewart guarding him. A lot of contact, no foul call. Baez is going to push to Stewart. Stewart, oh, good active hands by Joe Johnson. And Bowie with the possession. Ottawa in turn pushing. Ottawa just really solid. Once they get possession, they just look to push, and they do it really efficiently. Elias Worth checking in for the first time in the second half. Whenever there's a steal or rebound, you get it into the hands of their playmakers. It seems to be like everyone on the court. Jaden Davis running this Blue Jay offense. He's going to push. He's going to kick it to Tevin Berry. He's going to give it to Elias Worth. Jaden Davis going to force a top-the-key 3, no good. And rebounded by Andre Jackson. He's going to give it to Joe Johnson. And Ottawa kick it back out, run their half-court offense. Good defensive hands by Elias Worth. Saves it to Baez, who's going to give it back to Worth. And Worth pushes to Jaden Davis. Davis gives it to Tevin Berry, looking for his 3rd 3 of the second half, and he gets it. He's played really well. He's now had 11 points in the game. 3 over his season total average on the season is Tevin Berry. Ottawa running their half-court offense through Bowie, who's going to have a wide-open 3-point attempt. Rims it in and out, rebounded by Noah Brown, who's now in double digits and rebounds in the game. Davis freelancing. They're going to call it carry. And he doesn't agree with that call. Haskins is going to check back into the ball game for the Braves, coming in for Andre Jackson. You see Davis carries. No. Ottawa looking to set up their offense to extend their 19-point lead. Haskins on the right wing, guarded by Tevin Berry. Haskins has had a really nice second half here with 3 3-pointers. And they're going to call a moving screen on number 11, Lucas Zeman, the junior forward from Los Angeles, California. As you see, just extends that. Not much on that. Nonetheless, Blue Jays possession. Baez, forcing his way. Nice movement right there from the big guy. Took the ball, got great position with the right hook, and cuts the lead to 17. Closest the Blue Jays have been in the second half. Haskins, he's going to shoot a 3 from the top of the key. No good. A little bit strong. Rebounded by Jaquan Daniels, who's going to give it to Joe Johnson with the right wing, and he's going to be able to sink that 3. Can't give this Ottawa Braves team any second chance opportunities as they sunk that one. Tevin Berry, who's been really aggressive here in the second half, gives to Davis, and it's going to be poked out of bounds. off the Blue Jays. Ottawa going to have possession. Tyler Zinn going to check back in. He had a long breather on the bench there. Davis had a good look from the right corner, just unable to hit it. Yeah. Said it was off of Noah Brown. Couldn't really tell who was off of there, so we play on here in Hillsboro, 20-point lead. Haskins. Oh, good action to Zeman. Zeman forcing a floater up, no good, and Elias Worth getting in there for the rebound. And Tevin Berry. Oh, nice move with the left hand. Aggressively goes in there. Adding to his team leading total with 13 points on the night. 11 of them coming here in the second half where Tevin Berry's played a really strong performance. And an air ball by Jaquan Daniels in the right corner. Tyler Zinn gives it to Noah Brown. A nice find. Brown misses the right hook. And Jaquan Daniels a little bit too ambitious on that backdoor cut. Throws it out of bounds. Looking for a cutting Bowie. And Ottawa going to call a 30-second timeout. Here we're going to keep it right here with the Blue Jays trailing by 18 points. Outscoring the Ottawa Braves here by 2 in the second half. And they've been led in this contest by Tevin Berry here in the second half. 11 points coming from the senior from Newton, 3 3-pointers. And Leon Marsikic also in double digits. Most of his action being done in the first half. But he has 11 points. And again, Noah Brown leading the Blue Jays with 11 boards in this contest. He just does so many little things well, and he's a piece that the Blue Jays will bring back next season. The junior forward from Hollywood, Florida. He's 6'7". His wingspan, not sure the exact measurements, but it has to be that of someone 6'10" or above. It's just long arms. Blue Jays looking to cut into this 18-point Ottawa Braves lead. Tevin Berry has had a really solid second half, and he adds to the point total. He's hit 3 3-pointers in the last 2 times the defense has been extended. He just blows by everyone and goes to the rim. McDowell, oh, he does such a great job facilitating for a big man. If you watch the NBA, the Nuggets have a big guy that does that. Jokic just facilitates so well. The ball tips. It's going to be off of Ottawa. Blue Jays maintain possession. But McDowell has had a number of solid looks here for Ottawa from his forward position. And Haskins going to steal the inbound pass, and Ottawa has a chance in transition. Haskins from the left corner. He's going to drive it to the rim, and he's going to make the floater. His strong second half continues. He has 13 points in the second half alone, a la Tevin Berry, but also has 13 points in the second half. Baez going to force a 3 from the left wing, no good. Rebounded by Ottawa. Jackson Mallory controls the flow. Lead back to 27-50 on a turning second half clock. A good find again by McDowell, finding Bowie, who's going to force his way in on Elias Worth. Unable to hit the layup, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2 to extend this Braves lead. Elias Worth has done a good job in the second half, bringing a little bit of defensive spark off the bench. Matt Balday checks back in for Ryan Haskins, and Haskins has really had a really solid second half. Again, 13 points, 3 3-pointers. Elias Worth driving, going to kick out to Tevin Berry. He's going to shoot a 3 from the left corner, wide open. He continues his hot second half. And Bowie just really, oh, look at Elias Worth. And that's a really That again is going to draw the ire from the bench, and Coach Micah Ratliff is livid as Bowie was out of control and he fell down, and Elias Worth was just hustling after the basketball. Blue Jays ended up with the possession, but they're going to call a loose ball foul on Elias Worth. As you see, we'll get the replay a little bit later as Ottawa keeps possession. It's safe to say that Coach Micah Ratliff was not the biggest fan of that call. McDowell in the post, and he's going to shoot a 15-foot jumper, sinks it. Oh, that's a smooth stroke from the big man, Mason McDowell, the junior forward from Paola, Kansas. Tyler Zinn, he's going to shoot a 15-foot runner, no good, in and out. The aforementioned McDowell with the rebound. And Mallory with the great look in transition. How many times have we heard that? A great look in transition by an Ottawa Brave leads to points. 22 is the lead for Ottawa now. Takes a screen. Oh, a good pass by Elias Worth to Luis Baez. Like to see that action from the sophomore guard. Bowie drives in. And Balde with the layup, and Elias Worth is going to take the charge. And even if that wasn't a charge, I think you have to call that, or the Blue Jay bench was about to erupt in protest. But I think it was a really good call by the official. Elias did a great job getting position right there. .6:12 left to go in the second half, with Duncan Whitlock, the senior from Topeka, controlling the point guard for the Blue Jays. Baez, he's been really solid here in the second half. Good defense by McDowell. Loose ball. They're going to call another loose ball foul on the Blue Jays. It's Duncan Whitlock going after the loose ball. Ottawa have possession, leading by 20. Matt Balde controlling, going to get a screen from McDowell. They're going to have Joe Johnson back in the ball game for Ottawa. McDowell, he's going to go to work on Baez, kicks it back out to Johnson, going to force the top of the key three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Luis Baez, and the Blue Jays. Good defensive possession right there from the Blue Jays. Baez, man, he's been aggressive all second half. Goes with the left hand, no good. Rebounded and fouled. McDowell blocked it, but they're going to call a foul on McDowell as Justin Williams, the 6'6" senior from Hartford, Connecticut, with the offensive rebound. Go to the line to shoot two. Williams hasn't missed from the charity stripe all season long, adding 100. Or 1,000, I should say. Oh, we jinxed him. Now 3 for 4 in the season. Now, I'm not good at mathematics, but I think 3 out of 4 is 75% from the season. Oh, he misses both of them. I'm gonna stop doing that. Shooting 1,000% from the stripe now. Shooting 60. Joe Johnson cutting to the lane for Ottawa. Gives it to McDowell. Oh, I like McDowell's game. Always looking for the cutter, and he found a wide open Matt Balde cutting to the post, and just great action. Tevin Berry, why not? Justin Williams fighting for the rebound, no good. And Ottawa again in transition. Jackson Mallory now drives in. Oh, good move right there. He's going to kick it out. Matt Balde from the right wing finds Joe Johnson in the right corner, and able to miss that one. Rebounded by Justin Williams. Gives it to Duncan Whitlock, guarded closely by Joe Johnson. Elias Worth driving on Balde. Gives it to Baez. And Baez has been really strong here in the second half. And he has 8 points now in the contest. I believe all 8 coming in the second half. And he'll have an opportunity to convert the three-point play the old-fashioned way. And checking in the ball game for the Blue Jays is number 15, Alec Garza for the first time, the junior guard from McAllen, Texas. And Baez way on with that free throw. 20-point games here, 77-57. Balde. A good move there. He's going to drive in. A good play by Whitlock. They're going to call mutual possession. Arrow goes to the Blue Jays. Good D there. Nathan Aarons is going to check in for the first time also for the Blue Jays, a Newton, Kansas native. Ottawa going to send in more substitutions as well, as Lucas Zeman checks back in for McDowell, who had a really, really solid game for the Braves, who all seemingly is going to go to 15-5 inside of conference. Whitlock finds Williams. He's going to draw the foul. A nice move there from the big man. And Ottawa's going to empty their bench now. They're going to bring in Eli Ponce and number 22, Kobe Meade. Both seniors. Williams from the line. Not going to say anything. And he misses first. Matt Balde and Jackson Mallard check out. Both played really solid here. Williams from the free throw line. Sinks the second one. Joe Johnson picked up by Alex Garza. They're going to call a traveling violation on Zeman. Good defense off the bench by Alex Garza, who's out there really aggressive. Under 4 minutes to go here in Hillsborough. The Blue Jays trail by 19. Devin Berry's had a really great second half. Garza, he's going to shoot a left wing three. Short, no good. Blue Jays tip it out to Devin Berry, who's looking to add to his second half total, but Blue Jays again with the rebound. Devin Berry, why not? Right wing three-pointer, a little bit strong on that one. Alex Garza with the offensive rebound. Blue Jays, a lot of opportunities go awry here. Aarons gets it to Devin Berry. Devin Berry loses it. It's going to be picked up by number 22, Kobe Meade. Kobe Meade pushing in transition for Ottawa. Going to find Andre Jackson, who's going to shoot a top of the key three-pointer, and that's good. Extends the lead to 22. Under 3 minutes to go now in regulation. Duncan Whitlock controlling the points. Devin Berry. Ball picked up by Garza. 15-footer is good from the junior from Texas, and that gets the students excited. A nice 15-footer by Garza. Gets the lead to 20. Ponce just checked in, no good. Williams with the strong rebound for the Blue Jays. Another turnover by the Blue Jays. Ottawa have possession. Jaden Davis and Elias Worth are going to check back in for the Blue Jays. Coming in for Ottawa is Trevor Ballou and Dakota Gray. Joe Johnson guarded by Garza. Ottawa still running their offense here, up 20, and it's going to be a turnover. Blue Jays turn it over, and Ottawa does them a favor and does it right back. Christian Martinez checking in now for Ottawa. Justin Williams going to drive, and he's going to count the basket and one. Tabor will be on the road for the next 2 games. Coming up at Sterling, that game is a winnable game. Team in the country, and also tied with this Ottawa Braves team for first place inside of conference. And then for senior night, the Blue Jays will be back here February 19th against Bethany to wrap up their season. Nathan Aarons aggressively going to the 10, getting that one to go. 80-65, 15-point game. And Kobe Meade, the senior on this Ottawa Braves team, hits the three-pointer, and that gets the Ottawa Braves bench up, excited. Jaden Davis forces the three from the right wing, no good. Rebounded by Trevor Ballou. We're under a minute here in regulation. Ball tipped out of bounds. It's always good to see teammates excited for each other, as Ottawa was for their teammate Kobe Meade right there in his last three-point attempt. Alec Garza, good active hands on the defensive side. Steals that one. He's provided a nice little boost here in the last few minutes. Jaden Davis, right corner three, and he finally gets one to go. 31 seconds to go, 27 seconds on the shot clock. So Ottawa probably getting another shot here. Kobe Meade, why not? Forces a three, top of the key, and is able to hit it. And again, the bench gets up. And the Blue Jays, 18 seconds. Garza, 15-footer. He's going to pull up, and he's going to hit it. And again, the student section gets up for that one. So an 86-70 score is going to be the final score here in Hillsboro. Ottawa, the number 7th ranked team in the country, has controlled this game from the start to finish. And the Blue Jays drop this one here in Hillsboro. Ottawa goes to 15-5 inside the conference. And that will do it here in Hillsboro. Next home game for the Blue Jays, February 19th against Bethany. Make sure to tune back in. That's it for Hillsboro. Ottawa on top, 86-70.